Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the boys are back on Sunday evening for another episode of the Piledriver. I am the best in the world, Mike. Next to me is my boy V-Rad Vince. How is everybody doing tonight? Thank you so much for hanging out with us, joining us on your Sunday night. Probably watching a little bit of football, getting everything going. I know that it was a beautiful day in the land of Cleve as the Browns were able to hold on and get a victory over the Jaguars to go 1-1 so far on the season. Vince, how are you doing, my friend?
Most excellent. Glad to have a couple days off here, and I'm going to try to enjoy some nice weather.
Hell yes. We have a lot going on this weekend. We have a show that I think me and you both, buddy, we've been waiting for this one for a long time.
Oh, yeah.
This Saturday, NEOPro Wrestling is back in Canton. NEOPro Wrestling is once again setting the standard at Stark County Fairgrounds as NEOPro Wrestling returns. And they're not coming alone. They are bringing the innovator of violence, Tommy Dreamer.
Oh, man. I mean, I can't say this enough. NeoPro's been bringing in all these great ECW legends. And this one's just a standout because you really can't think about ECW without thinking about Tommy Dreamer.
No, 100%. I mean, most people, even TNA now, because he's still heavily involved in TNA, right?
I think, yes. I think he's actually the creative mind or whatever, the creative director or something like that. I know he does have a lot of his hands in TNA there, so that's awesome. But yeah, this is great. And I always love the Stark County Fairgrounds, one of my favorite venues now. So this is just going to be even more fun as usual.
100%. We are going to be going over the whole card tonight. We have every match that has been announced. I mean, sometimes, as we know, card is always subject to change in this business. Anything could happen. Hopefully it does not, because this card as it stands is fire.
Hell yeah.
After that, we're going to do a little talking. I made my out-of-state referee debut yesterday for RSW. Tim invited me, homie of the pod, Tim Cross, RSW Real Shoot Wrestling.
The real guys.
They will be up here again in November. I believe the date is the 9th. They will be back in Parma on York Road. Make sure you check them out if you're down there in the area. I did shout out the pod. I did shout out, yesterday. I made sure to be like, hey, listen to the Piledriver podcast up in Ohio. We're trying to get indie wrestling, on the map, so to speak. So I don't know. Let's talk about RSW. Let's talk about RSW.
Okay, let's go right into that.
Yesterday, I made the trip down to Real Shoot Wrestling to Mannington, West Virginia, and I did not go alone. It was a convoy of us. Tommy, Donna, Colt, Cody Gray, Big Hungry, the Ultra Star Ashton Day, Amanda, and I, and we convoyed into 2 cars, and we drove down to Mannington, West Virginia for Forks of the Buffalo, I believe is the name of it. I'm going to look it up real quick. But
that was the name of the city?
No. The name of the city was Mannington, West Virginia.
Oh, and then Forks of the Buffalo was the venue.
I believe it was I believe it's like a festival they kind of put on, like an Apple Festival kind of deal. If you're familiar with us, if you're around here, Elyria area, the Apple Festival is a yearly thing, kind of like a mini carnival, essentially.
That's coming up.
Yeah. RSW Forks of the Buffalo. So essentially it was a cool little venue. They had some food trucks, wrestling ring was outside, right on the water there. Thank you, Jill. Jill in the chat. Hi, guys. Mike, keep up the amazing work on Turmoil. Thank you. I appreciate you. I'm trying my best to, make Satch proud. That's all I really want to do when I put on the stripes. So, anyways, it was a good event. They had some food trucks. I know you weren't there to rate the food. I will rate the food. I was able to get pulled pork mac and cheese. I wish it was a red food truck. It didn't have a name on the side of it. It might have had a name on the thing, and obviously I know we do this because we want people to eat the stuff around here. This was in West Virginia. fucking 5 out of 5 on the mac and cheese pulled pork. Like, it was cheesy mac and cheese, pulled pork over the top, covered in sauce, top notch.
Cool.
I mean, I got a shaved ice. I'm not gonna rate the shaved ice. It was candy apple flavored. It was really good, really sweet. Tasted like candy apple. Didn't, not too much apple, not too much. It was solid, top notch. Food was good. Amanda had some. I believe she had the pulled pork mac and cheese as well, but it was really good. So the food was excellent at this place. They had like a stage, and they did a dad off or a dadget. I forget how they pronounced it, but it was essentially a pageant where they had dads come up and they told dad jokes and they like wore their dad shoes. It was pretty funny.
Okay.
Our guy Steve from RSW won a sash for best dad joke, so that was cool. I didn't hear his joke, but I assume it was funny because he fucking won. So
yeah, if you won, if you get a sash.
It was cool. And then I went down and I got to referee. It was me and their other referee, James Knight, I believe is his name. Yeah, James Knight was the other referee with me. Me and him, and we got to do, it was 8 matches on the card. I got the even matches, and I don't know if Tim was just being nice because it was my first time down, or if he really had the faith in me that I got the main event. I got the main event in my first out-of-state show. I got to ref Ashton Day versus Violet Vance Desmond for the RSW Internet Openweight Championship. And that was a really good match.
Oh, hell yeah.
Ashton was going up top to finish him off, dude. He had him dead to rights. And Ashton climbed to the top. I'm standing there. This mother sucker, Vance Desmond, kicks me in the hip and knocks me into the rope. I knocked Ashton down. Unintentional. But then, of course, Vance Desmond takes advantage of, kicking me into the ropes and, rolls up Ashton for the 1, 2, 3. I had to count it, man. He did. I give him the warning. It was the first time that anything had happened during the match. So it is what it is. Mike, our boy Mike in the chat, Mike Purnell. Hey, yo. Last time, Vince, remember Mike handed us some sweet ass trading cards. If you are in line at NEOPro, set the standard this weekend. Look out for Mike. He does have some cards, courtesy of the Wrestling Dungeon. Get over on Facebook and check out the homie Mike's group.
Thanks for this, Mike.
It was fucking cool, dude. I really enjoyed my time. I'm gonna give the show itself. I have the card right here. We had a fire ass 4-way match. Paulie Kilpis, we're big fans of Paulie. RJ
Did
Jonesy.
you give him a hug for me?
Of course I did. Of course.
Thank you.
Gen Z and a wrestler who I have never seen. I'd never seen Gen Z actually either, or I had never seen OK. I forget what his name was. His name, those were his initials. He was a good little dude. This one though, all right. So obviously, when I'm down in West Virginia, they don't know us that well. Tim does. But other ones they don't know. A couple of the guys. They don't. Gen Z, this wrestler, no freaking clue who I am. No clue about the Piledriver. I didn't wear any Piledriver. I was wearing a referee shirt, so it's not like I was rocking Piledriver stuff. Gen Z hits a beautiful package Piledriver.
Damn, hell yeah.
Top notch. I told Tim I need to go through and find it because it was fucking pretty.
Awesome.
I made sure to give him super props on that after the match. Unfortunately, he did not come up with the win. The win was taken by somebody we're very, very familiar with. R.J. Jonesy picked up a W there. So Tim's in the chat. Did you hear me, Tim? I just dropped I need a clip. Give me that clip of Gen Z's cradle or package Piledriver because it was gorgeous. He did a little spin with it. It was nice. Next match we had Colby Max versus Lexus Sin. This match was pretty solid. Colby Max picked up the win here. After the match is the big story, though. Colby trying to leave the venue is attacked by Lexus Sin. I had to jump in and separate these two ladies, where Lexus Sin then, I guess I'm trying to think of the word, initiated. She challenged Colby Max to a street fight. So I believe it's September 28th is at Fuzz Fest down there in West Virginia. RSW will be at Fuzz Fest. And Colby Max, Lexus Sin in a street fight. So that should be pretty solid.
Yeah, no, for sure,
Look,
for sure.
Tim said it just hit my Facebook, so I will be more than happy to share that video after the podcast this evening. Next match, your current RSW tag team champions were Air Star, Air Duzen, and Anthony Rucker. Due to an unforeseen injury, Air Duzen, Rucker had to relinquish his titles, and they were vacant going into Forks on the Buffalo. So Tim set up a match. Rucker picked up a new partner in Tyler Jacks, who we've seen before. And they went against Misery Inc., who we also saw last time. I don't know if you remember the one looked like Dominic Mysterio. That's
yep. I remember. Okay. I remember that.
So Misery, sure. Great tag team.
For sure, for sure.
Rucker and Jax also meshed very well in this match, and were able to pick up the victory, making Rucker a 2-time RSW tag team champion. Now partnering up with Tyler Jax. So cool. Walking out of Forks on the Buffalo with the titles. The next match is the match I got to referee: Theo Strong against Dominic Dallas Star. Another one that I introduced. I don't remember where he said he was from, but he was not from around here. I said, hey, this is what we do. Check us out. We'll be live tomorrow, and I'll be talking about you. So, first match I've ever got to see him. Obviously, I've seen Theo plenty of times. If you're not familiar, Theo just a couple weeks ago at the 7-year itch, spine buster Nicolia, Dustin's wife. So the champion of RSW, his wife was in the ring celebrating his win against Theo Strong, and Theo Strong spine busters her in the middle of the ring. And they've been talking smack back and forth ever since. Dustin did not show up last night. Tyler Jack's in the chat. You didn't miss nothing, buddy. We're talking about you winning them tag team titles last night at RSW Forks on the Buffalo. So congratulations going out to the tag team and one half of the tag team champions at Real Shoot Wrestling. This match was good, dude. Theo's really, really good. He, I had to reprimand him a couple times during the match. He pushed the limits of that count, of my 5 count, to almost to the point where I had to separate him. He was, I don't know what's gotten into him. Maybe he wants that RSW title so much that he's willing to do whatever it takes. Dominic Dallas Star put on a great effort. Good match. I'd love to see more of him. I've never heard of him before other than this, so I would love to see some more of him. Great match. Theo picked up the win. Obviously, still cruising towards Dustin Alexander and that RSW championship.
Oh, hell yeah.
This match was one for the ages. We'll get into it. I'm sure that the clips will be out there because this one, making his West Virginia debut, the homie, Big Hungry, Cody Gray, showed up to take on King Brasa. And if you remember, King Brasa and Vinny Maverick put on a fucking banger of a match. And this match was just the same.
I was just going to say, yeah. 2 big guys in one little ring, Oof.
And they got to going at one point. Cody tried to get up top rope. I think he was going to go for a splash on Brasa. Brasa was able to get up and overhead belly-to-belly suplex Cody off the top rope. So that's 2 weeks in a row I've seen Cody get thrown off the top rope. I hope Big Hungry is okay. Tim in the chat said that Dominic Dallas Star will be in Parma on November 9th. So perfect. Hell yes.
Cool.
It was good. Good match. Ended in a double count out. So I'm sure at some point we will see Brasa versus Cody again. This match is a match that I was excited about going into it. These boys have been friends. Yeah, in the chat, Gio says, someone tell bro to stop doing it off the top. I agree. I mean, he's trying big things. Big men doing not big men things is what it boils down to. But this match, we had a tag team match. Saturday Night Special, the homies. I've been a fan of these guys ever since I saw the first match. hold on, Tim. We'll get into that. Saturday Night Special and New Sin. They were going up against New Sin, which is the team of Lane, Callie, and the other guy. Cody Gray in the chat said he's living. Lane, Callie, and the other guy's name I can't remember off the top of my head. Tim's in the chat. I'm sure he'll pop it up for me. But they went against Marcus Twist and DD Vice Saturday Night Special, and this match was crazy. Just to start the rip, Marcus Twist came out with like a goalie stick, like a
hockey stick.
Yeah, but the goalie one, not the regular one, like the goalie one, the big fat one. Yeah, Tyler Rossfield is the other one for New Sin, and it was covered in barbed wire, Vince. I had to New Sin obviously getting in the ring and telling him, hey, he can't have it. And I'm like, I know. I'm gonna tell him that he can't have that. This is not a no DQ match. This is just a regular, tag team matchup. So there's been some stuff going on, I guess, and I'm not too hip to this whole story. So we have Tim in the chat. Maybe we'll have to have Tim on soon to get us caught up on these storylines. So what I guess was going on is Spooky Lou and has got some stuff going on. And he with New Sin chasing around Lane Callie. And during the match last night, Lane Callie, I guess, provoked Spooky Lou outside of the ring. Ran back in the ring, and Spooky Lou tackled Lane onto DD Vice, who was making the pinfall. And obviously getting involved in a match, he's not a participant. I had to stop the match. It was a disqualification. He attacked Lane. So Lane New Sin is the winner.
Yeah, he had to do what was right.
After the show, DD Vice and Marcus Twist essentially broke it down for Spooky Lou and told him, he fucked up. So they were pretty pissed off at him after that. I mean, like I said, we'll have to get more background into this. Spooky Lou, our homie over at WrestleRoni, we're going to talk to him, and I've actually talked to him, and we're going to try to work something out, Vince, where we can pop over there and get on his podcast and get him over here on ours, vice versa.
That'd be cool.
Do a little collaboration kind of deal. But yeah, it was a good match. Great tag team match. Good tag team moves. Just, until Spooky Lou decided to pop in. It was the semi-main event. The RSW, I believe he's the junior heavyweight champion. I think it's the name of the title is the junior heavyweight title. Logan Taylor. We've seen him before. He puts the title on the line against none other than the Southern Sinner, Colt Johnson.
Oh, man.
Great match from what I saw. Great match. Colt was not able to walk out with another belt to add to the collection, unfortunately. But Logan Taylor was, he's got the belt for a reason, man. Great match from what I saw peeking out the curtain.
Did Colt bring the brass knuckle champion all the way down to West Virginia?
No, we did not.
That's fair. I wouldn't want to bring that with. I wouldn't want to bring that with him either. You wouldn't want to lose.
I mean, I'm sure he had it, but I'm sure he had it with him. I'm sure it was in his bag or somewhere.
Keeping it close.
But yeah, no, it was not brought out or anything like that. Different promotions. You don't want to step on any toes or anything. So. Unfortunately, he wasn't able to pick up the win. Logan Taylor going home with the W and his title. And then the main event, like I said earlier, Ashton Day. Yeah, see, Amanda in the chat said he had him with him. He never leaves them alone. I knew he had him. Final match, main event. Violent Vance Desmond defends his RSW Internet Openweight Championship against the Ultra Star Ashton Day. Great match. Yeah, Colt Johnson said I didn't want to let those hicks see it.
Oh, man.
In the chat. So, Ultra Star versus Vance Desmond, like I said, it was a great wrestling match. Both men over under, the wrestling top-notch. Technical ability was good. Inside, outside, both men kind of playing a little bit of mind games. And then, unfortunately, like I stated at the beginning, Vance Desmond kicked me into the ropes to, knock Ashton off balance, and he took advantage to retain his Internet Championship. Overall, my experience, and I feel like I'm biased when I rate shows now, obviously, that I ref at. It was a good show. I'm giving it a 3.75.
Cool. That's
awesome.
It
was good. It was a great show. And
sound like a good time.
Like I said, the food was delish. The drive was pretty solid. It wasn't too bad. It was, we hit 3 states. Like we drove from Ohio to Pennsylvania to West Virginia. I got no complaints. I had a great fucking time. Other than that, I was tired. I experienced made some memories. It was fun. I had a blast. So thanks to everybody involved. Thanks for all the convoy down. I fucking had a blast. Tim in the chat said you'll have to come next time, Vince. We will have to. We'll have to pull Vince. It was last minute. Ashton threw it on us all last minute. I think we were talking about coming down October 14th, and Ashton thought we were talking about September 14th. So and then last minute we just kind of made it happen. It was great.
You guys did though. I'm glad you guys did.
I had a great time. Like I said, it was good memories. But let's get into the bread and butter that we have this upcoming weekend, buddy. This show. Look, Amanda said the drive in West Virginia was not fine. Laughing my ass off. It was sketch. Cody Gray knows it was sketch. So like we were in these hills and we were fucking doing like it was, and like they were like Need for Speed Underground, bro. Like that's how thick these turns were. Like I had to drift. Like I could have drifted around them.
Little Tokyo drift.
Yeah, it was wild. It was.
Yes.
It was a little much. Tim added on, like I said, he said you'll have to come next time, Vince. He said get a hotel so we can hang. October 19th, Ashton is back. We got our boy Sage in the chat talking. He's ready. He knows what's coming, and it is coming.
Sage is the guy.
This Saturday, NEOPro is back at Stark County Fairgrounds, Vince, and it's time to once again set the standard.
Oh baby.
Like I stated earlier, topped off with none other than Tommy Dreamer. I can't tell you how exciting it is. I know Vince is fucking pumped. I'm pretty pumped. Tommy Dreamer is that's like Vince said earlier, man, top notch. You can't think of Extreme Championship Wrestling without mentioning at least top 5 Tommy Dreamer. But to be able to have him there, shake his hand, tell him thanks for all the fucking sweet ass memories that he gave us, I'm pumped for that.
No, for sure. I mean, you already know I've got like a stack of stuff for him to sign. Nothing that crazy actually, but just to be able to shake the hand of somebody that, really made wrestling what it was for me and you and probably a lot of other people out there. It is an amazing feeling. I think this is definitely we talked about this last time. This is one of those ones where I'm actually nervous to have this meet and greet. Normally this don't really faze me, but he's up there with kind of like I'm gonna honestly say Rhino. Even though Rhino was the most amazing and nice dude ever.
Rhino was so cool.
Like he was the coolest. Like broke it down to us. Didn't even mind like how much crap I had. And he was like just being the chillest dude. But like I remember my heart was pumping just standing there like in the light of a legend. So like this is even gonna be a little more anxious. But
Chat's going crazy right now. Jason in the chat saying, or as Wilbur likes to say, set the effing standard. Shameless plug. Buy the shirt.
Hell yeah.
Sage says I already got mine. Mike says he'll buy that shirt. So there you go.
Cool.
We're actually working on yourself and your boys are over here. We got some stuff cooking to get more Piledriver merch up as soon as possible.
We're trying.
I know that I'm not gonna steal too much of Jason's thunder because we don't really like set up a table or anything there yet. But like I got some sticker packs and some keychains, $5. 5 stickers in a keychain, Piledrivers, all the logos, sweet keychain, put on your keys, $5. I'll have a couple with me this weekend. Get with me. Let's get into this card, though. Like I said, we do have Tommy Dreamer, but we have some other stuff going on. Obviously, first off, let's just throw it out there. We can confirm, NEOPro has confirmed that the Ultra Star will be in the building and he has something to say. Will be making an appearance. I apologize. So he'll be in the building. Ashton Day will be there. And I assume he'll have something to say, obviously, to Patrick Hayes after Hayes flipped him out of the Gold Rush Battle Royale, taking away his chances at the title.
Bullshit.
Matthew Taylor also has a message for the NEOPro faithful. So
I haven't seen him in a while.
Can't wait to see how that goes and what he has to say. But the matches that we have. Let's just start it off because we were already talking about him. I mean, this man has a history of being extreme. This man has a history of defeating ECW legends. Can he do it again? Jimmy Shane, one-on-one with Tommy Dreamer in a no disqualification match. Vince, what do you think here, my friend?
Ooh, Jimmy got his hands full here, buddy. I mean, a no DQ match. This is Tommy Dreamer's dream match. You know, that's the type of stuff he likes. So I'm sure we're gonna see everything from tables and chairs. Who knows? We'll probably see some kendo sticks.
I mean,
I'm hoping for it all.
I mean, we've seen Jimmy Shane, and like I said, don't sleep on Jimmy Shane. We've seen him tie Ashton Day, handcuff Ashton Day to the ring post, and just kind of absolutely destroy him. So
this is true too.
This could go either way, and like I said, Jimmy is going into this with this mentality that he is the ECW legend killer at NEOPro Wrestling, and he has yet to disappoint. So
yeah, he's like the Randy Orton of ECW.
I mean, it's a little wild, the stuff he's got going on. Another match. This match I'm specifically pumped for. I can't wait for this one. It's gonna go hard as fuck. Vince, the tag team titles are on the line, buddy. In a triple threat match. As your champions, Wilbur Whitlock and Shane Douglas defend against DD Trash and V-Rad's nemesis, Studio 86.
Fuck those guys.
Studio 86. These sons of bitches. They was talking all that trash at the last show, and they ain't got nothing to say anymore.
Especially Maserati. Especially Maserati, Rick.
Yeah. I don't even want to talk about them.
But yeah, DD Trash.
It doesn't discount them at all in their wrestling abilities because they can very much walk out of here with these titles.
Just a lot of this.
It's a Four Loco can in a fanny pack.
Hey.
That's what it is. That's what it is.
What it is.
Sage in the chat said if they win, we riot. So
same, Sage, same.
I think Sage, by the looks of it, Sage is looking for DD Trash to walk out of here with tag team gold.
All right. Okay.
So I mean, we can very much see that as well.
But then there's also Wilbur and Shane Douglas.
Don't you ever discount my Uncle Wilbur.
That's what I'm saying.
And then obviously another ECW legend in the house. It's going to be phenomenal to see the reunion maybe that we get between these two guys at some point. I'm just, this match could go anyway. All three of these teams are phenomenal. We've all waited and waited and waited, to see who was going to come out and be the number one contenders. And obviously at the last show, we found out that it's going to be a triple threat match because of Studio 86's bullshit antics.
Yeah.
So it is what it is. We have the NEOPro Women's Championship is on the line as we get Megan Myers, the champion, defending against the debuting Ari Alexander.
Okay. I mean, we've seen both these girls go at it. I want to say I think we've actually seen them in the ring together at one point. But I don't know. To me, I just always root for the ones that I know real well, and that's Megan. So Megan's got my swing on this. I think she's gonna retain on mine, but that's not saying that Ari Alexander's not gonna make her work for it.
No, 100%.
Ari being part of OVW, just absolutely shredding. I've seen her suplex people twice.
The queen of the German suplex.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, 100%. Again, this one could go either way. Ari could come in here and bust out an upset over Megan Myers. I don't know how, I don't know how well that'll work. But she very much could. It's not nothing. I'm not putting it past her. Ari Alexander is tough as nails, and she's obviously coming in and wants to make an impact against the champion.
Yeah, no, and then this will be a good match for sure. I'm excited for this one especially.
Another one I'm excited for. This one is it's a double debut 1v1. Trey Lamar makes his new NEOPro debut to go 1v1 with also debuting Hayden Backlund.
This is rad having two debuting wrestlers coming at each other. So I'm gonna be, completely honest. I don't know much about Hayden Backlund. Is this the TNA's brother, the guy? Because there's another guy that's last name's Backlund, and I know that he's like a real bad guy. He's in TNA, like a real tough character. But we know Trey Lamar real well from AIW, and I'm always excited to see guys branching off into other promotions. And of course, being such a big AIW fan, I'm very excited to see Trey come into NeoPro, being one of my favorite promotions out here. So it is going to be a great match. I just, again, I'm not familiar with Hayden. So I am interested to see what he brings to the table.
All right. So from what I got on Hayden, he's Hayden Backlund. Is he any relation to Bob?
I didn't even think about Bob. Wow, I'm an idiot.
Like, Buffalo, New York singles wrestler. He started in 2020. And he was trained at the Nightmare Factory. So Cody, QT, they trained him. The man's got skills.
Okay, cool.
So, and obviously we've seen Trey, member of the Rascals, doing his thing all over, the indies everywhere. This should be a fire match.
For sure. This will be good.
Yeah, this should be fucking phenomenal, dude. This,
two debuting match. They're gonna both want to have to set their mark on NeoPro their way. So we'll see. We'll definitely see a pretty solid back and forth here.
This match, we have plenty of debuts. As I'm sitting here counting, I got one. Obviously, we're gonna count Tommy Dreamer as making his NeoPro debut. 2. I got this next competitor coming into this match is 3. At least 4, 5 debuts here.
Wow.
This next match, we finally get us a real Maserati in NeoPro Wrestling as Justin Maine goes 1-on-1 with Maserati Wes Barkley.
Oh, hell yeah. Is that Absolute? No, I think it's the Intense title for AIW. Holding the Intense title.
I believe
right
he's
now.
the Intense champion, right? No. Is Chuck the Intense champion?
I think he's Absolute. I think Chuck's Absolute.
Or vice versa. We know that Chuck and Wes are the champions. It might be vice versa. I'm not 100% sure. But yes, Wes Barkley, heavyweight champion, coming in to make his debut against Justin Maine, who sent his stunt double, JD Smooth, to the Gold Rush Royale. So I'm excited to see Justin Maine come back, and obviously Wes Barkley, we're real familiar with. This should be another good match, man.
For sure. Always love Wes, but this Justin Maine, he's been on a tear lately too. So we'll see. I wonder if we'll see a little bit of Harry Toothpick action coming into it too.
It could show up, but as the AIW, fan, the bigger fan than me, you got to be pumped for this one too, for Maserati West to be coming in.
Oh, absolutely. Maserati West, the guy's got so much style to him, and I just love he pays homage to so many great wrestlers from the past, even just by his own gear and everything too, his entrance. The dude is definitely one of the best. That's the reason why he holds the title at the AIW, and he worked really hard to get there. And I'm sure he's probably going to try to go after the NeoPro title once he gets acquainted with the rest of the groups here. You know, he's got to make his mark here as a debut. And I mean, I would love to see that. You know, West two belts, man. Maserati two belts.
That would be crazy. Chuck and everybody Sage in the chat chanting out Harry Toothpick for the boy JD Smooth. This match. So at the last event we went to in Salem, we saw Zach Thomas take Christian Napier off the apron and through the announcer's table, Vince.
That's crazy.
So now we get the comeback at Set the Standard. Zach Thomas one-on-one with Christian Napier in a tables match.
This is gonna be wild. I mean, that's like.
I mean, this is already a no disqualification match. You're pretty much inviting 440 to just have a gang warfare in your ring.
Yeah, pretty much, and we, we're gonna see like at least one of each of the other crew members coming out. I mean, at least one. We've seen everyone there so far, especially after that last battle royale. But yeah, you never know who's gonna come running out that curtain. Could be, for all we know, Ricky Shane Page could just show up again.
Atticus Cogar, Otis Cogar.
Yep.
Gregory Iron we haven't seen yet show up.
Vincent nothing.
Eric Ryan is still missing. They just posted a video on Twitter a couple days ago where Eric Ryan was chained up in what looked like a basement of some sort. Nobody knows where Eric Ryan is ever since 440 Blue kidnapped him. So
it's wild.
This match, I mean, obviously is going to be wild as hell. This is one you're not going to want to miss. Tables match, just going all out.
Yep.
440 Blue versus Yellow. And then last but most certainly not least, the main event of the evening, the NEOPro Heavyweight Championship will be on the line as Patrick Hayes defends against the Gold Rush Royal winner, Ontavio.
Boy, that boy's going after it. I mean, we saw.
I mean, I got Dontavio in this match.
Oh, absolutely, 100%. You don't even gotta speak that, like I think everyone watching and listening, they know your distaste for Mr. Patrick Hayes, but I just want to say that Dontavio, he's just been completely shredding lately. I mean, we saw him in a death match at OCW just recently with Uncle Wilbur. And I mean, this man had a tack in his head. I have a photo of that. My wife almost puked when I sent her the photo of it. I love that for him and her.
It was
crazy. My thing is, I just want him to be careful because Patrick's always up to no good. And, I've just been seeing so much this weasel, getting away with basically murder. So just keep your back covered as much as you can, Dontavio. But I'm excited for this match because I just want to see Patrick lose.
He's always got something up his tight girl coat sleeves, Patrick Hayes. So be careful. Always like Vince said, pay attention. Because he's gonna do anything and everything to try to keep that title, but I
mean, when you hold it like this and you're like shaking.
Well,
I mean,
now's his shot, and as we seen in the last show, he was terrified of Eric falling. So we'll see what goes down, but that's this Saturday. Get over to NEOPro.com, NEOPro on Facebook. Get your tickets. General admission, I believe, still available. Front row's been sold out for a while. You know where your boys will be sitting, and we will be there ready to go, this Saturday. I can't wait. We are back at, like I said, Stark County Fairgrounds. The food being provided, as always, Sunrise Cafe with the banging gyros, neoprowrestling.net or neoprotix.com. Here, I'll put it up on the screen so everybody can see. That's where you go. That's where you can go to get your tickets for this weekend if you want to come hang out with the Piledriver guys and NEOPro Wrestling.
And also some ECW legends.
Vince, are we going to shoot our shot with Tommy Dreamer this weekend?
Oh, of course. Absolutely.
Okay. So we got something special we're going to try to talk to Mr. Dreamer about. and see if hopefully that'll be sweet if he says yes. So that'll be really cool. I don't have much else to get into. I do have flowers to give away this weekend.
I want to hear them.
All right. So my birthday was on Tuesday. And
Happy
we did
birthday.
we did that last Sunday. I got a birthday present this over the week. I mean, I got some cool birthday presents. Amanda got me a new suitcase to carry my stuff in. I got some Twinkies. Zoe got me a cool Funko. And Nina got me a cool Funko. I got V-Bucks. But this up here, see this right here? I changed the shelf. All right. I'm gonna give a shout out, and I'm gonna give my flowers today to the greatest brass knuckles champion of all time. Colt Johnson gave me this for my birthday. All right. This is my favorite fucking wrestler, Shawn Michaels. But you see that right there? You see this customized ass figure? It says Piledriver Pod on the ass. Like, this is the coolest Shawn Michaels figure I've ever seen in my life.
It's so awesome.
So he gets the permanent spot on the shelf up there. I know you can't see the logos, but shout out to Colt Johnson for hooking that up. Great present. I appreciate you. Shout out to everybody that wished me love. Shout out to everybody that shouted me out and said happy birthday to me. I appreciate you so much in my older age. And, shout out to Amanda for she made me some dinner, peach cobbler, the whole nine. It was good. Mike in the chat says happy birthday. Thank you. I appreciate you, brother. Brazzy in the chat, future Brazzy Knuckles champion. Of course, a Colt shout out. He's hating on your boy. It's not my fault, Brazzy. It's not my fault. You got your run back. You can't blame me for that positioning. Go back and look at the video and look where I was. It was not intentional. I'm in no way. And we've talked about this. If I'm in Colt Johnson's pocket, where's my money? Because I ain't got it. He ain't paying me.
Hey.
So, anyways, that's all we got. That's all we got for tonight. We do have some big things in the works. We're for merch, trying to get some more merch out there for everybody. Like I said, if you see us this weekend, Vince and I will have some sticker packs with keychains in them. You get 5 stickers and a Piledriver keychain for the low cost of $5. We're just trying to get some stuff off the ground. So if you see us, you got some extra cash you want to throw at us, or Cash App, and we got a Piledriver Cash App too. And that'll be it. Let us know.
Yeah, for sure. Always say hi. If you ever see us, just give us fist bumps. Yeah. We're kind of, we're cool guys. We promise. Yeah,
100%. Mike and Sage can attest. We're pretty solid dudes for the most part. Other than that, I have nothing else. Make sure you tune into Mega Championship Wrestling on Facebook this Thursday for Thursday Night Turmoil as we get the rematch. Brazzy Suave going against Colt Johnson for that Brass Knuckles Championship. Maybe this time he'll get that shoulder up instead of trying to put the foot on the ropes. But it is what it is. Main event, we know for sure this Thursday, Brazzy Suave, Colt Johnson for the Brass Knuckles Championship on Mega Championship Wrestling's Facebook page and YouTube.
Tune in.
Thanks for everybody who's hung out with us in the comments tonight and watched us. I did see it popped up. We got a couple new subscribers on YouTube. So if you subscribe to the YouTube, thank you so much. We appreciate the hell out of you. If you're following us, liking us, sharing everything, we appreciate it so much. I know that I am going to try to go live this weekend at Set the Standard, and we'll see what happens. So we'll go live for a little bit, and we'll talk to everybody else next Saturday when we go over the results at Set the Standard and give our grades for the show. Peace.
Later.